Good morning, everybody. I am gonna do some more killing. I'm gonna do some power play killing, faction killing today. There was a report on the Galnet News Digest YouTube channel about factions moving in to the region. That report didn't list where each of the factions are. Oh, God, so many. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking for Serif Corporation, which is indeed who has been reported to have moved into the region. And then when I get confirmation on that, where they are, I'm going to move over there, and then that is where I will be stationing myself for the immediate future. I have yet to get any confirmation on any changes thus far. I sent a support ticket in about the issue that I confronted yesterday and the night before, which is why I did the stream and put the post on the forum. So until that occurs, I'll be on the Juno account. I mean, I might decide to just go ahead and sell that stuff over to Sirius Core when I find them. Unfortunately, I cannot currently search for them unless I go to an era. I suppose I probably could do. It would save me a lot of time. I can just get right back in the cockpit. So that's what I'm going to do because I don't want to sit here forever looking for this amidst that. So when I get confirmation on that, I will either do it in the way that I initially intended, which is sell it to my carrier and then get out there with Jorah, which is my console to profile transfer account. It was the former Cadence account for those of you who are keeping track. Or I'll just stick with this one where I'll sell the stuff over to Sirius and then do the stuff from there. Before anything else happens, I suppose I'm going to go look on an era, and I'm going to show you guys how I do that. Now, it's not a particularly complex process to go into an era.cz, which is a website that is run by a guy or a person by the name of Artie, who just created this like awesome website. Now, this is where the Nain log started, and they're still up there. Cadence and Coral are both still up there as shelves. I assume at some point, like the web page is just going to wash them. But at the time, for the current moment, at the present moment, both of those pages are still up. You can find the links on the Zero Core. What do they call that dude? Place. That dude place. The Zero Core Squadron page about tab. You can find them there. They're shell accounts, so I made use of the fact that they're shell accounts as sort of a part of that story guide to get everybody straight over to Zero Core. From within the subworld, the microscopic nerd world, nerd kingdom within a galaxy. It's got basically everything in Era, is what I'm referring to. That you would need to like run your game. By run, I mean play. So a lot of the third-party apps that they have you download can be found there. Not found there. The uses can be found there. You can track commodities. You can track opponents, your fleets, this, that, and the other. You can look for trade routes and commodities, and you can also search for Sirius Core. which is what I'm going to be doing now, because those are the guys who are currently nearby, apparently. I don't know. Just one of those things. Series core. I'm going to look. Oh, Jesus. How do I do that? 285. So they're in here somewhere. Which means I have to fish through all of these as well. Damn it. Let's see. There's another way to do this. I'm going to go search Series Corporation, or even better, search nearest. Minor factions, I'm in HIP 88204. Government, those, additional options. Minor faction, Serious Corporation. This is different than Serious out in America, which is not. I mean, it might be the same company in like the future. I don't know how they made that work. Maybe the radio and media company is going to become like a giant technology bastion at one point. They've got Pandora in the States. I don't know what Pandora is in the States. There's a music streaming service that has like this monster fucking flag. It has like this monster called dialectic, musical dialectic, running against itself. That's not the right way to put it. Taxonomical science department. Yeah. Musical taxonomy. They have it one of those. So you can find a bunch of shit on there, and they can help you find that stuff. And I assume that at some point that technology will be implemented in the production of traveling through space-time. Is what I assume the connection is, if there is one at all, which I assume there also is not. Management, jump over there. What are they going to do? Jumping over there. Jumping over there. So we're right now. 15 minutes. Time is up. That does indeed give me enough time. Alright, so I'm going to go check to see if I can sell my stuff here on the carrier. Maybe it's changed, maybe it's not. If it hasn't, it hasn't. If there's like a thing that I'm doing wrong, I'm assuming support's going to be like, you're doing wrong. And I'll be like, okay. Here. If you notice, I moved my face down here. I've audited the last stream where I ended with where I like unveiled Jorah as like a true K, as a true KN. It took up like a lot of the page, and you're not seeing like the navigation. So I decided to move the image of me down there and shrink it down so that you can actually just watch the game, which is I assume what everybody would have any interest in watching. Something I would watch. I don't monitor my own speaking in my headphones. and I assume that it would provide like a slightly better viewing experience for those of you who are interested in trying to make sense of what's happening in the world. By some odd reason, through the model of the refracted satirical lens that I'm using, not even using, that the Elite Dangerous game has provided the means by which to produce. I wouldn't advise these things in terms of cultivating a greater society. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Play. So when I get over there, I guess I'll just go in with Jorah and pull out Jorah's Mandalay, because that one I like. Or I'll put out, we'll see. Commodities, buy order. It has not been fixed yet, or I'm still doing it wrong. So, I have Italianus. Yeah. Attacks. What the hell happened to the one? I had one that was just cannons and 4 of those monsters. Now I do not know what happened to it. Was it that? It's not that. This was that. I wonder if I can put that thing on there. Too much cargo. Right. I'm gonna go watch the jump. Can't get on the command deck at the moment with my Jorah account because after running the test, my boot camp MacBook to get that guffaw of cadence and choral with the shaky camera work. I tried to log in the other day to get both of these on the flight deck, and it didn't. Or to the command deck, and it didn't work for some reason. I'm getting relatively inconsistent conditions. I suspect it has something to do with the fact that my MacBook is old, like fucking old, and my internet connection is not entirely the greatest. 10 minutes. I feel like I don't want to have to sit for 10 minutes and just listen to me. Or at all. Just not in your best interest a long time. If you're trying to stay positive, it's not what I'm trying to elicit. As you can see, I can't wing with my own other account at the moment because I can't sign it on both simultaneously. I've been told there are workarounds. You can find them on the Frontier forums, but I have not yet made use of that, so that I'm running both on Lenovo. I think I'm just going to go back into the Juno And then meet myself over there. So I don't know what Sirius's plans are at the moment. By Sirius, I mean the young gaming community. I'm going to be watching to see what's going on. I will not be doing any colonization of my own volition because one can only assume that Sirius is going to be taking a relatively organized, Yonglu is going to be taking a relatively organized approach to expansion and power play, because that's what I would do. But I'm not a leader in that community. I can't. There's like a certain degree of responsibility I'm supposed to exercise as like in a real life situation human being, which is dumb. So there's only certain degrees of leadership that I can exercise from within this gaming community. And I like try to contribute as much as I can. But there's just like there's a level. I'm like not S tier leadership in this gaming community, man. I just can't do it. Disallowed, I believe is the correct term. I may be allowed. We'll see. If anyone from Sirius happens to know what the plan is, feel free to get a hold of me via the forums or my YouTube page or the Inera page. And if you guys need me to kill some folks for no reason and take some fines, I'm here to do that. I have no problem with that at all. It's funny to me. Yeah, you guys know who you are. Just let me know. I'll be around in the game. Alright, so where am I headed right now? Right now. Wait, that's not. Yes, that is. Oh, you know what I could have done? No, I don't want to do that yet. They're probably going to try to kill me. So, for those of you who've been watching the stream, or at least tuned in slightly, or been paying attention within the game, I am indeed just holding on to these giant bounties for the Prismatic Imperium and for pretty much everybody else. It's I mean, it's an incentive for the gankers and the PvP guys, easily. Uh, Plus, it's still like what I'm currently thinking through. So I'm just gonna hold on to those. It gives the gankers and the PvP guys a chance. I mean, you guys are all the same to me. It gives you guys a bit of an incentive. Makes it clear that we are all playing this game for the same reason. Uh, we're jerks. Uh, and also, it's a little bit like easier a situation to manage for me in terms of keeping my head wrapped around uh, the bridge that's going to connect, or the bridge that still connects the two stories, which I have, I gotta fucking disentangle them from one another, while maintaining the same overall setting. So that'll take a little bit of extra work narratively in order to keep anyone that decides to like run the massive risk of joining any effort I'm taking part in as distant from that as well, for the ability to just go in and do the opposite, or whatever you feel like doing from within whichever gaming community you want to keep playing with. In case you guys weren't aware, by the way, that was like the initial intent of the main logs. When it came to participating in the Imperial stuff, was that I was, my group was sort of this oddball grouping of weirdos who were mean, just mean weirdos. So while we're at the precipice of a moment, which is a song that I'm going to play for you now, there are particularities in this game that I, and in like the roleplay and LARP world, that I'm still trying to make clear. Apparently, I haven't made it clear enough, because there's still a lot of people that are ironies, which I had hoped I could keep from occurring. But I mean, who knows? So I'll try to make those things clear as I continue with my approach as well. Hopefully, then it will be a little bit more clear and less not clear. I'm going to do a little playing while I wait for the carrier to arrive, and I'm going to play a song by a group called the Carl Walters Jr. Trio, who are three guys who I played music with back in New York City, back when I actually performed and was like, gave a shit about things. Those were good times back when I gave a shit about things. It's an instrumental trio. To the best of my knowledge, they're not currently performing. I'm sure each and every one of them are doing music in their own right. But it's fun stuff, and I always enjoyed listening to them play. So I will be playing that music now. I'll probably get hit with one of those copyright warnings, like I got hit with for playing the what do they call that? Silver Sun pickup song on the previous stream. I mean, it is what it is. Nobody cares. I'll be back in just a moment. How do I do this? Huh. Yeah. These spec ops missions are, rough. Alright. So, that's what I'm here to do, I suppose. Oh, man. Alright. Who do I keep? Independence of Electric. Roll 359 Sector. It seems like it would be a horrible thing for a human being to be doing. Keep in mind, this is 1300 years in the future, where we have evolved past the petty squabbles of planet Earth to the petty squabbles of the galaxy. And also, it's 3 million credits for a mere 20 civilians that so, and that she's coming really. So, what you're crying about video games being core model. Analysis. Parrots. Analyze this thing. Get this guy. Duke of Chutney. I feel like that's whatever that is, whatever Chutney is. It's a place that needs new Duke, I guess. Oh god, that is like way too culturally present. Sorry, England. Those things. Don't you wish you could just listen to free jazz instead of thoughts? Oh, he's got a machine gun. Auto multi-cannon. That's what it's called. I'm gonna play with my food now for a second. Shooting me. This guy. Ah, right. Yes. Best way to go about this is to say, well, not this guy. Take down power plant. Good shot. Oh god, no. So, while we're at the responsibility required of gaming companies to not do things that are relevant to the real world, I just again want to call out Sirius for this whole one-turn trading thing. Come on, man, with that. It just goes against the fucking needs of these civilians? I don't know if these are civilians. I'll have to find out. I may not have just killed them. Zero. So I can't kill these guys. No killing cops. Alright, so can't be a cop. There's an anaconda behind me. I assume that the desktop was like really loud. You couldn't hear like the last 5 minutes of my commentary, which is probably good. But who knows? Alright, I'm gonna have to get shit handled. So I can't kill system authorities. I can only kill civilians. I mean, it makes sense. For a Spec Ops contract. That's generally how the Spec Ops contracts go. If you don't remember, if you've never read the Nain logs, that is indeed how you were introduced to Canis Nain. But you should read it. If you like things that are in dire need of professional editors' oversight. And are chock full of grammatical and punctuation errors. And relatively niche in terms of the overall base of knowledge you need to understand some of the things that are happening within the universe in general. And even more importantly, relatively knowledgeable about the universe in general to be able to appropriately position what it is that's happening in the Nain logs. So you don't create, well, I mean, you must now. In order to find yourself in good standing with the Imperials, who are the worst playgroup in the world. We still can't colonize, which is perfectly fine because again, I don't have an intention of doing so, but I thought I'd check. If you had noticed, they are not offering, like, all those things, colonization beacons from KI Duck, Kelvin Duck. Or Kiduk, I don't know how to pronounce it. Same, but different. When that occurs, which I assume will be happening within the week, next couple weeks, I will be here to do stuff. Although I should probably check to see if I can do power play missions right now. That would be incredibly useless. There was a Galnet release later on in the day, in the immediate aftermath of the stream that I did a couple days ago, which I did not notice, so I assume there might be one coming in at some point as well. Relatively soon. I also assume that has to do with power play beacons being released. Or expansion beacons being released, rather. Faction BGS colonization beacons. So assignments currently. Can't do any of those. 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 Can't do any. What's that? I'm not fucking going all the way the fuck over there. Calling to listen to some more free jazz. Alright, I'm going to take a quick copyright warning for some other stuff. Ooh, I can't do that entire one. I also cannot do that entire one. Or I could. I guess I could. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Alright. Oh, I just passed by the thing. Alright, so I'm gonna do another listen session because I have to listen to fucking music. I'm gonna share with you guys something I enjoy because according to scientists, that's what people do. That's part of the human experience. Gotta love that stuff. Gotta love that stuff. Again, that was Rova Saxophone Quartet. ROVA. And that particular track was called Escape from Zero Village. Sorry, there's a. I was looking at the cover of the record on the YouTube page. There's this bold print. It says Saxophone Diplomacy. That just makes me laugh on the inside. Well, I'm going to have to change my weapons because this particular mission set requires such a thing. But better for me to do would be to go into the Jorah account because Jorah is the one that's got the missile. I mean, Juno's got one, but better for me to have a massive set of missiles to freeze those guys in place. So I'll be doing that. So here come the Doxers. To the best of my knowledge, there is an Italian contingent of Elite Dangerous players. I haven't contacted them beyond a short stint in their Discord. I believe they call themselves Italian Elite Dangerous players. I think that's what their Discord is. So if you're here in Italy and you want to play Elite Dangerous with Italians, you can look them up. I don't speak Italian at all. So not much good for me. But if that is something that you were into, is being Italian and also playing Elite Dangerous, they are a group that you can indeed look up and then play the game with. I mean, I don't want to single out any players. It just is what it is. There are some folks over there that are, or over here that are playing Elite Dangerous. So again, if you're Italian or you like to be Italian, or you work at the Olive Garden, feel free to look those guys up. Again, I think it's like Italian Elite Dangerous players or something. And they can get you guys set up to do the things that you will need to do from within the game. I think that's what I'm going to do. Sell this shizzle. There it is. When I get this stuff sold, I can get into a ship that is better for this. I can't get into a ship that's better for this mission. I'm taking this mission. Boys, have an unfortunate miss. step on my foot. As I mentioned on the previous stream, I generally play these two accounts as though they're two halves of a single account. So I've got to do all this shit that I got to do for a single account on both accounts. So twice as much work for the equal amount of enjoyment. Or twice as much. I mean, if you think about it that way. Because I'm just playing the game twice as long. At the same level, consistent enjoyment of the game. But it takes longer to get anything done than with any other. Just takes longer. I want to listen to more music. I'm going to listen to more music without you guys having to hear it, or without you guys getting to hear it, so that I'm still enjoying whatever it is that I'm doing while I'm doing that. So what I am listening to, by the way, in case you want to listen to it of your own volition, it's another Robosaxophone Quartet album called This. Dragonair. I'm not going to bounties or serious, but what happened to all my bounties? No, they're all gone. Why'd they take my bounties away? I wonder if they took them away because I got killed. That's probably what happened. That's probably what happened is I got killed by an Ashling person. They took my bounties away. Oh, you guys just stripped all of the gankers of enjoyment. monsters, man. I'm very confused by that. That hurts right there, man. Why I have to do things that I do. I should know that this whole situation is currently occurring with row of saxophone quartets, this, playing in my headphones. So if you walk yourself through that, you'll get like a solid beat. How boring. I'll find what it is that has just occurred with these bounties. Happens to be. Man. I'm at 8 minutes into this. In case you're wondering what it is that's going on in my mind right now. Well, I have to go into the other account now. Oh man, because I can't do the mission with this account, which for some reason, don't know why that would have slipped my mind, but it did. So, for all you guys who are just getting into the game, um, even if you have 2 accounts, you can't um, take a mission with one account and then complete it with a different account. I can speak extemporaneously at great length about the implications, uh, that concept itself. I suppose, couldn't I? But I will not do that, because that would be irresponsible. But what I will do is tell you that I'm now at 10 minutes and 43 seconds of this. Ciao.
Thomas, on your bed. It's okay, your bed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
If you leave it there, I'll just grab it.
I give it to you.
Yeah, later. Uh, 1958. 2556. Shit. YouTube sent me immediately to Too Hip to Retire from the Whiplash original soundtrack. Also. I'm going to listen to this and I'm going to go back to Roba. I don't feel like talking. I'm just listening to music. I'm still here. Taking care of the Spec Ops contract. I will soon have 20 civilians killed, or I will soon complete the task of killing 20 civilians on behalf of Sirius Corporation for the semi-generous amount of 33 million credits, or a bunch of modular terminals. It's hard to know which one is more necessary than the other. I'm now going to listen to Roba Saxophone Quartet's The Removal of Secrecy. And it is now starting. I suppose that's to be expected. Oh, you lucky. Oh, damn it. I want to get them. Oh, I need one more. Yeah, they don't like me over there. The independence of Pole, left neck. Pretty understandable, I suppose. So, for all you nerds who study video game culture, you would do well to remind yourselves that the Pilots Federation is an independent organization, a professional coalition, if you would, pilots that fly in space, um, some of whom pledge themselves to various governments and powers and factions, uh, others of which pledge themselves to the service of pirates, and yet others to corporations, such as these two are pledged. They're independent of any government as an organization, and their membership is based on their ability to do this, which is what we do in the game. So the mission that I just completed, which was to kill a bunch of civilians as part of a special operations force, needs to be couched within that sort of reality. That sort of diegesis, in order to like properly account for like that aspect of any model you choose to build on how to understand um, this gaming community as a model for human behavior under certain forms of social organization. Again, this is like for you nerds who do that kind of stuff. Um, just important element to remember, uh, which is that by the very nature of us being video gamers, playing a video game, we are inherently more free to do things to characters in the video game than we are in the actual world. And I will not be chastened nor subjected to slaps on the wrist or societal punishment on the grounds of me killing a bunch of civilians that don't exist as anything other than graphical representations uh, of numbers and letters and symbols. But you would do well to remind yourselves that there are women like Juno Dannon and Jorah Dagmar whose lives are that. That is your double couch model. Um, so if you're doing that nerd shit to try to understand Novus Ordo Siderum, and in particular the Zero Core unit from your in-universe nerding, your nerd-ass in-universe nerding, don't forget to like triangulate that shit. Get that thing couched. So you're not, I don't know, doing things. Everyone seems to forget. I've talked to people about this game, and everyone seems to forget the Pirates Federation is like. There was one point. Here, I can listening to Rover right now, and I'm at 1826. I just got past the 18-minute mark when I got into that. I'm gonna pull up the codex entry on the Pilots Federation, just so you guys have that like fully embedded into your understanding of what's going on in the real world. By which I mean Elite Dangerous, which is a very different thing. Significantly so. So, again, should you care to undertake um, nerd shit couched within equally, if not greater, nerd shit about triple couched nerd shit, helps to do your own independent research on the contingencies and norms, realities of the couch town couches that are currently being occupied by each of these things. Couch Town is a reference to 30 Rock, by the way, an American television show. Okay, I'm going to start jump back into Rover Sax Quartet's the removal of secrecy. I'm currently paused at 1945 because I want to secure the Pilots Federation Codex entry. So it's 1945. Rover Saxophone Quartet. Album The Removal of Secrecy. Again, starting in 1945. That is the time code. Let's see. I know what might be a good thing for me to do right now. The likelihood is about to go down. What the fuck, man? Set up a Panther Clipper. Although, you know. Well, look, that's just me. Nobody's here yet. Set up a Panther Clipper. Pick up a bunch of shit. Do equally with my Type 9 without wasting the resources at the moment. So I can arm that thing to just draw mines all over the place. are indeed still not technically allowed. Hey, look, there's one shit over here. I wonder if they're going to let us colonize. Or if we're just going to be doing power play now. Closest serious. Way the fuck out here. We won't be able to get over there. Any time in the future. I don't have a boy, is that ever irritating. I'm going to look for interstellar factor and surrounding regions, which I can clear that bounce here. I'm not going all the way out there. Oh no, they're getting stuck in the fucking thing again. There's something going on in my instance. Alright, I'm gonna start shoving these dudes out of the way. There's a fucking T9 sitting right in the middle of the fucking mail slot. Right next to him, fucking Beluga. You have got to be fucking shitting me with this. On the open right now? Indeed. That's called delight. Alright, dude. Get out of the way. I've got a notoriety level. They're gonna assign me to murder civilians and give me notoriety level. After saying specifically that you would not be doing that. That is not cool. Ugh. I'm going on 2.5 hours. So I'm going to finish up this Robe album, and then I will finish up the stream. Did a bunch of killing today. I will probably be getting back in later on today. I don't know whether I'll stream it. I probably won't stream talk. But I will probably get in on the Jorah account. I mean, I might bounce back and forth depending on what's going on. But I hope you guys have a good day. And I will determine whether or not I'm going to switch out my Panther Clipper, or rather pick up parts from my Panther Clipper before coming back over here, or if I will simply allow myself the use of the T9 to do all of that stuff. Yeah, I know. I look younger when I have my hat on. The gray hair adds 20 years to my face. Um, uh, Also, I swear to God, uh, like I know there are bald guys my age that are like full bald. Um, but my hair went uh, transparent or translucent, so I can't tell if I'm balding now. Which apparently my mother's father was bald. Um, but I think I'm losing my hair because of all the stress. But I might actually just be going gray because of all the stress, and then because of the gray, uh, you don't like my hair doesn't block the light from reaching my scalp anymore. But I'm pretty sure I'm just going bald from all the stress, uh, which sucks. I love my hair. Uh, I think I might just shave it. I think at a certain point, if it does turn out to be the case that like I'm just going bald, I'm just gonna shave the entirety of my head, all shaved. Um, that's definitely what I'm gonna do. I've got these like gigantic bulges on the sides of my head. I did it a couple times before. I generally try to avoid doing it because I have these bulges on the side of my head that make me look like I've got a buff ass brain, um, which is not far from the truth, but also just sort of looks dumb. Um, I just don't like it. So, what am I doing? Where am I doing? I haven't touched my Panther Clipper, if I am to be honest with myself. So that's going to be 1.5 billion to put this thing into condition to do the task. I'm saving a shit ton from rebuys, which I fully expect to be a necessity. Uh, Does he? What kind of asshole does it go after a panther clip? Let's see if I can put together a panther clipper cargo build. I have. I'm gonna go over to Etsy. I use Etsy as opposed to Coriolis. I found it to be a little bit of an easier. What are those things called? Interface to make use of. So I do it in that way instead. I've got like the Imperial build that I was going to use at some point. Oh man, 3336. But like for an actual hauling build, I haven't put too much time into and thought into conducting and building. So I will do that now. Let's see how this looks. I'm probably not gonna be happy with it. I guarantee you, I'm not gonna be happy with it. I'm never happy with my builds. It's just how I live my life. Unhappily. What the hell happened? Something has happened to my thing. Oh, I know it is. Huh. There's something going on. So let's see what this thing has to offer. Alright, so I'm going with. I feel like going with lightweights. It's probably like the better choice. What's the mass on this fucker? 150 tons. Okay. I'll check it through first. We do jeeps, thrusters. Dirties. Dirties. I don't have the FSD booster, which is a pain in the ass. I haven't gone through the process of rebuilding or like putting that together yet, so I will just put these things together as it is to a certain extent. So Ezzy still didn't have the 6E and 5E pre-engineered cargo racks yet, which is unfortunate. Not what I'm looking for on there at all. So to a certain extent, the cargo numbers aren't going to be entirely accurate. But I'm going to put 6 prismatic on this thing. Which seems like it might be a little overdone. Or not done enough. Am I getting into 6A? That's a pretty quick fucking rebuild, though. To be perfectly honest with you. That's incredibly fast for prismatic. Jesus. Those are not good numbers. I mean, those are decent numbers for my armor. Look at that. Go to 7. I'm going to lose a shit ton of tonnage. With not a lot to speak of in terms of benefit once I get a shield booster in there. Myself a shield booster. Bumps. $1,000. Also bumps my rebuild after 2 minutes and 38 seconds, which is a significantly long time. I also drop the entire 64 tons cargo, which I can make up for pre-engineered. So what I'm going to do is go with a 7A. See how that looks to me. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. It's a long time at full exposure. I'm going to throw a holy endorsement in there. I'll provide with a little bit of thermal. Music went to Bill Evans. My man's gone now. Which I want to listen to. What I do want to listen to. I'm not going to listen to Rub again. It's going to be a tough grind under these conditions. What is there to listen to? It's going to be a little bit. I'm going to listen to some Thelonious Monk live in Paris, 1964. That's what I'm listening to. Alright. So we've got 928 tons of cargo at the moment. This is going to be up at 96. I'll do the math in a second. I'll put myself right back into that position. That puts me up at 1024. I'll need a fuel scoop, or I won't. Only got a jump range of 19 though, which is soonish. FSD booster will get me up to 37, which is okay. Two. suppose. I suppose it wouldn't be the worst thing for me to do. But fighter hanger into there. Drop me down to 1040. Now, there are plenty of other people who are putting builds together. You might want to look at theirs as well. I'm just giving you a glimpse of what I'm going to be working with and how I tend to work here within my own hauling. I'm going to give myself both a point defense and an electronic countermeasure because that seems like the safest way to go about doing this particular thing. I haven't put any weapons on, but I also haven't integrated my power plants yet. So 2 minutes and 4 seconds for a rebuild. In the middle of a firefight. Put another shield booster on, it's going to jump me up to about 240, 250 years. 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 7 seconds, which is a really long time. Go from high cap to fast charge, it drops me down to 221. But I will be losing 115 without going fast charge. Now the weapons. So the question is, do I go with gimbals? Well, no, not gimbals. What do they call those things? Turrets. And the answer I would be providing is yes, I will be. Oh, turrets. Missions. And rapid. Well, thermal spectrum. Or oversized. I think I'll go with one of each. Rapids. This ground spectrum. Although I probably only need one. I'll go with 2 of these bursts. Going efficient. And inertial. And then from there, it is multi-cannons the rest of the way out. Action is efficient. Incendiaries. And then efficient. Oversized. That's fucking trash. That is trash DPS. That's not going to get me anywhere, man. I want to throw a mine on there. I can't do that. That's not safe either. I'm just going to be sitting in my mine range. What have I got in terms of cargo racks? Panther clippers. Everyone's excited about the Panther clipper. It's like this mythical ship within the game. It's just not at all. Storage modules. Got 6. Got the other 6 on another vessel. Currently. If I remember correctly, got a couple 5 somewhere too. Unless I'm on the Jorah account, which I'm not. Got 1 6. Currently not on any of the vessels. It's probably on my 2 9. It is not. Where is that? Not that there. It's listed still at 64. It's 2 6s. Yeah. It's not affecting jet. No way. Absolutely not. Two 6s. Should be another 5 and 6. Or, yeah, another 5 and 6. Work correctly. Where's my shit go? There's one. 86, because math. Where is the other one? Shouldn't be to have a 5. It's a little strange. That's weird. Doesn't really matter. At the end of everyone's day. So the DPS is fucking trash. I've got a decent amount of armor, and my shield is decent with a pretty quick rebuild for what I'm going to need it to do. I've got exactly as much maneuverability as I would expect for a giant frog, 3,100 tons. My jump range is minimal at best. I don't even have to change. Engineer my power plant, but if I do, it brings me up to 18.56. That's really not good at all, man. Like, I'm not into that at all. I don't know why that would be a thing that would have been conducted. So that goes up to 86, 86. That puts my 44 at 22 plus 44, 44, 1088. Where in the fuck? Now I have to figure out where my fives are. In a situation where I can't purchase those things because those are only provided through cooperation with an effort that I did indeed take part in. And then now, for some reason, not in possession of those rewards. That's weird. I'm going to clean this thing off real quick. Ah, there they are. I knew they were there somewhere. Alright, so let's get on the Panther Clipper and see what those are. It's hard to read all this thing. 0, that's right. That is not the correct thing. So that is 1088 plus 22. That gets me up to 1100. Now this thing is technically designed to give you the possibility to go with a full 12. I assume means putting, as opposed to a 7A shield generator, 7. Bring me up to that. Now I'm running a shieldless tank, which is exceedingly dangerous at that speed. So 1172 plus 66 got me up to somewhere in the area of 12 something or other. But still pretty rough grind to get from one place to the next. Switch out of 5 for 5 Guardian Booster, and that'll get me over to 39 light years per jump. Nope, 29 per jump. At fully laden, which is still not great at all. at all. What's my cost at that? A little more than 9 billion to do hauling for for colonization of empty systems, and also I've seen random training, but that's not what I was doing for this particular thing. It's an expense that I can put forward because I do have 3 billion credits in game, which is a pithy amount at best, at its like upper level. But I'm at 1822. Thelonious Monk live in Paris, 1964. Something about this build doesn't sit well with me. I'm going to save this, and when I put it together, I'll make the adjustments as needed. Hall build. Rebuy drops to 69 million for the entirety of the build upon full construction. No, that's not the correct amount because it doesn't say. 154.9 million. Oof, that is rough. And our overall costs go to 1.1 billion. Still a steep amount. I mean, it's as much as you would pay for Anaconda, fully stocked Anaconda, fully stocked Cutter, and a fully stocked Corvette. But I hate to fly the big ones either way. I don't hate it. It's fine. At the moment, I prefer to fly the mediums and smalls because they're a little more maneuverable and I want to go faster. So, I'm going to end the stream with your view of what I might do for a haul build. Because I might do that, but I might not. But the fact that I might should be enough for you to know what you can and should do in your own turn. I feel like that's the best way for me to put that. I'm going to listen to the rest of this album, and I'm going to bid you all a fairly solid good day to you.